I'm calling to the microphone somebody who I think we can all admire as somebody who has supported the vision of what child and youth care work can achieve for South Africa. And through that, her entire UNICEF team. There are many people who have worked from UNICEF very much, very strongly, very enthusiastically, very cooperatively over this time to work with NACCW and make this event what it has been. And I call upon Mayke to talk us through her experience of this time around at NACCW conference.
What do you say after that? I can only say that my heart is filled with joy, laughter, wealth of learning, and gratitude and humility of having interacted with the youth, the child and youth care workers, and all of you practitioners, and of course the organizers. It has been an immense journey to see the transformation that you have brought in the field of child protection through the child and youth care work in South Africa and beyond. And this is a model that is becoming replicated in many countries around the world. So my heart is also filled with sorrow after having listened to the youth this morning, and I think that we need to work faster. We need to work faster together, and that's why I'm not coming to share my experiences. I come with further commitments. Donald is looking at me and says, what does he do now? So I just want to amplify what UNHCR said last night. So Amanda came with Jessica, we appreciate that. And they committed to support access of refugee children and their families to services and their rights, inclusion in services, conduct outreach and identify those most vulnerable. They came with a commitment for deployment of child and youth care workers in areas with large concentration of refugees and to adapt existing services to needs of displaced children. For that to happen, we need to build capacity, provide training of child and youth care workers on working with refugee and IDP children, build capacity of child and youth care workers to operationalize the best interest principle and procedures, and to develop specialization in working with displaced children. That was UNHCR's commitment. I'm standing here very humbled by the presence of the UNICEF team from New York. Cornelius Williams, our Associate Director for Child Protection, graced us with his time and presence together with Anna Reddin and our colleagues from the region, Eri and Geneviève. We have 3 country officers participating, all go back with rich experiences on how to build a social welfare workforce. And of course, the South Africa team. I thank the team. I can see Nicole, Sina, Gloria, Pomalelo, Kagelo, Dia, Sudesh, Amir, and the Goodwill ambassadors. We need all of them, Leborang, Maps Maponyane, to amplify your voice, so that the messages and the plight of young people and children at risk are being heard and are being amplified to call us to action. I'm very proud to announce that UNICEF globally has committed itself to build a child protection workforce, building on the role of child and youth care workers as South Africa through DSD, DBE, National Association of Child and Youth Care Workers, with help from CYCNet, has so ably developed. Now, Merle said something about my team, and this is the commitment we are making. I was just cooking it up before coming to this meeting. So what we saw was what Merle mentioned. We saw Telkom, we saw The Guardian, we saw Viacom, we saw Java, we saw Maps, we saw Levelhang. It was to demonstrate that it takes a village to raise a child, and that demands action from both government, civil society, but the private sector, the celebrities, the musicians. And I commit to consolidate the partnerships with Viacom, Telkom, the Influential Women's Circle, beyond this conference, foundations like Community Chest, with Lorenzo, who spoke this morning, to really look at what is the business case, to scale up the role of child and youth care work and other programs that are in the best interest of children at risk, so that we leverage the necessary resources for this to go to scale and reach 4 million children with a program like ECBNI by 2025. I thank you.